And it's creating this emotional resonance loop that's part of how the mother and the baby bond. So that right eye to left eye contact is the most bonding eye contact that you can have with someone. Now, you could say, oh, but my mum was left-handed, or you could be left-handed. But, you know, if I'm taking a chance on trying to build that bond with someone, that's the statistically most likely one to create good resonance between you.
So you walked in here and you started looking in my left eye?
I waited till we sat down. I gave you a hug. You gave me a hug, you know. So all of those little things, they start to... And, you know, we've laughed about a few things before we've come on air. Those are the sorts of things that create like higher levels of the bonding hormone oxytocin. So you're more likely to lower your guard, trust the person, take a healthy risk. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I know that stuff. So I live my life like that.
Just want to make sure I've got that clearly in my mind so I could repeat that to someone else later.
It's great for dating.
Yeah, of course it is. I think we might go down that path a little bit. But the reason that works is because there's this association in our brains that if someone is looking into your left eye, it kind of triggers something, a bonding response that is quite innate in us.
Yeah.
Is that the TLDR of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Super interesting. What else? What else? If I'm trying to bond with someone, so everybody listening to this right now, whether they're in work, they're in sales, they're looking for a partner, whatever, it's a nice little trick to look into someone's left eye. I'm going to only look into your left eye for the rest of the
With your right eye.
How do I'm just looking with both.
Yeah, you feel like that. But once you start doing this, I promise you will notice a difference.
Okay. What else? What are the tricks to encourage bonding?
Encourage bonding. So physical interaction. So, you know, depending on the appropriateness of it, minimum handshake, maybe a hug, maybe a kiss on the cheek, you know, depending on what situation you're in.
I do this handshake where we hugged, so we didn't handshake. Many years ago, I read an article that if when you shake someone's hand, you put the other hand over the top of it, it creates a sense of warmth and trust. So I've been doing that for 10 years now. Give them my left hand or my right hand, and then the other hand goes over the top of it.
Yeah. It's definitely extra. And you see this in a lot of kind of more ancient cultures, that there is like more of a handshake than what we do, which seems it's just one hand and it's quite brief and stuff. So yeah, the more of that kind of physical touch that you can get, the better.